Most Sports polls, USA Today Sports Bob Nightingale, Steve Gardner and Jorge Ortiz give their predictions for the new season. USA Today Sports Miami, given the events of the last 6 weeks, Anthony Rizzo's homecoming was going to be emotional regardless. Then he received a standing ovation in a road ballpark. And to top it all, he hit a home run in the season opener played 45 miles south of where his community still mourns an indescribable tragedy. No wonder the Chicago Cubs first baseman experienced such an overwhelming sensation after going deep in the second inning of his club's 8-4 victory Thursday over the Miami Marlins. "I've hit a lot of home runs. That was probably the most out-of-body experience I've had hitting a home run in my life," said Rizzo, a graduate of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. More MLB news. Upon reaching home plate, Rizzo tapped his jersey patch with the initials MSD and 17 stars, one for each of the persons killed in the February 14th shooting at the school. And he pointed to the sky, a rare gesture for him. Rizzo, who will participate in pre-game ceremonies Friday to honor the victims and their relatives, visited his hometown 2 days before an even and the Douglas Eagles cruised to a 15-0 baseball victory. 3 hours before the opener, he expressed his support for the Douglas High students who have advocated for stricter gun control laws, saying, "I think it's a little too easy to go in there and get a gun." But he didn't expect for the Marlins Park crowd, even with its large Cubs presence, to get up and applaud him before his first at-bat. And he certainly did not foresee pounding a 96 miles per hour fastball from Miami starter Jose Urena well over the right field fence. "I wanted to slow down, run the bases, just enjoy that moment," he said. Hitting a home run opening day is special always, but with everything that's gone on with Parkland, it's a little more special personally, and the best part is we won. That was probably the least surprising part of the day. While the Cubs are widely expected to compete as National League Central champions, the Marlins figure to be in for a long season after stripping the club of most of its stars under the new ownership of Bruce Sherman and Derek Jeter. Cubs jerseys were much more prevalent than Marlins ones in the main concourse before the game, and those sporty Miami colors typically had names like Stanton and Ozuna on the back. Those shirts became anachronisms over the off-season as Jeter and his lieutenants traded away National League MVP Giancarlo Stanton, All-Star Marcell Ozuna, fellow outfielder Christian Yelich and former batting champion Dee Gordon in an effort to shed salaries and rebuild with prospects. It was the latest slap in the face for a fan base, used to having red cheeks. The Marlins have registered losing seasons each of the last 8 years and have made the playoffs only twice in their 25 years of existence. Both of those times, in 1997 and 2003, they won the World Series, only to have the clubs disbanded by previous ownerships. Thursday's crowd of 32,151 was larger than usual, but well short of a sellout, continuing a pattern from last season, when Miami did not have a single house. With the Cubs and then the Red Sox in town through Tuesday, the Marlins figure to draw substantial crowds in their first homestand because those fan bases travel well. After that, the Marlins finished last in attendance in the L each of the last 5 years, and they'll need better performances than Urena's outing to generate more enthusiasm. The 26-year-old Dominican gave up a home run on his very first pitch to Cubs leadoff hitter Ian Happ. It was the first pitch of the MLB season, since the 12:43 p.m. EDT start time was the earliest on the schedule, then hit 3 batters and walked 2 more before escaping the inning down 3-0. The Marlins band of no-name players Rizzos and Gruden coming back to tie the game 4-4 off Chicago ace and John Lester before the Cubs broke the game open with a 3-run 7th against the bullpen. "We'd love to have this place packed every day, and every time you walk out there play in that environment. But I think we have to prove ourselves," Marlins manager Don Mattingly said. "One thing for sure, we will compete. Our fans will get to know these guys, and they're going to like them. Perhaps. For now, they certainly appreciate Rizzos."